Hi, it's Mrs. Zarbock. So before we were learning a little bit about insects, so let's look at our insect here. I know the words might be kind of small to you, but let's remember our insects. How many body parts did it have? 1, 2, 3, or body sections, right? Segments. Do you remember how many legs it had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has 6 legs, a head, a thorax, and an abdomen, and it has 2 antennae, right? So we're going to compare that to a spider. We're going to talk about spiders today. Let's look at our spider. Our spider has a head and chest area. It has an abdomen. So let's look. Our insect had 1, 2, 3. Our spider has 1, 2 body segments. It doesn't have any antennae. These are fangs. And let's look at how many legs it has. Does it have the same number of legs as our insect? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 legs. So is an insect the same as a spider? Is a spider an insect? What do you think? No. We have 3 body parts, 2 body parts. Antennae? No antennae. But these guys have fangs. And let's see, we've got how many legs? 6 legs? And our spider has 8 legs. So I want to add this to our pictures. Which one has 8 legs? And which one has 6 legs? Our spider has 8 legs. And our insect has 6 legs. Okay, now that we know a little bit about spiders, I have a book about spiders that is so full of weird, that I couldn't even pick one thing out. So I'm actually going to read this book now, and you can see some of the weird things that spiders do. Are you ready? This is one of our bug books. So this is our spider book by Karen Hartley, Chris Macro, and Philip Taylor. It's a well-loved book. As you can see, I had to tape it many times. Spiders are small animals with how many legs? 8 legs. And they have soft bodies. They don't have any bones. Spiders cannot fly. Poor things. Most spiders make webs. Not all of them. They make silk inside their bodies, and then they build a web out of it. Insects get stuck in those sticky webs, and then the spiders eat them. What do spiders look like? Spiders have 8 eyes. Be a lot of glasses on there. And they have 2 fangs. They use their fangs to poison insects. Spiders are usually brown and gray. Some can change color so they cannot be seen by their enemies, right? Like camouflage or hide. This is a crab spider, and he has turned yellow like the flower he is sitting on. He's very tricky. He's very hard to see. I'm going to bring it in even closer so that you can see that crab spider that's turned yellow. Here's his abdomen. Here's his head. And see, he's got his legs wrapped around a bee. That's weird, right? Male spiders, those are the boys, male spiders are smaller than the female spiders. So the boys are smaller than the girls. Some spiders are smaller than this little dot right here, than the period. See that period so tiny? There are some spiders that are even smaller than that. It's pretty small. Spiders that live in hot countries can grow bigger than your hand. Some spiders are so big, they can eat birds and frogs. That's weird. How are spiders born? The male spider, remember he's the smaller one, he taps on the female's web. He taps on it so she knows, hey, I'm not an insect, don't eat me. And then, after they mate, the female lays eggs and she puts them in here. Female spiders make a big bag of silk to lay their eggs in. This bag is called a cocoon. And the spider puts a cocoon in a safe place. And then this baby spiders usually hatch out after just a few days. So she's got her babies in there. When a baby spiders grow, they make new skin. The old skin drops off. This is called molting. So you can see here's the old skin. This little spider came out of there. That's the old skin. He came out. And they do that about 9 times until they're fully grown. Baby spiders, look, there's so many baby spiders. Baby spiders look like their parents, but they're very tiny. Young spiders are called spiderlings. So look at all of those spiderlings. So many babies. So many spiderlings. How do spiders move? Spiders use their 8 legs to walk or run. They move their legs 2 at a time. Some spiders can move as fast as humans. Crab spiders can walk sideways and backwards. And spiders have special pads on their feet so they don't get stuck to their own webs, right? They don't want to get stuck to their own webs. So they have special pads on their feet so they don't get stuck. What do spiders eat? Spiders eat flies and other insects. The insects get stuck in the web, and then the spider poisons them with their fangs. Then the poison makes the insides of the insect all soft and gooey. And then the spider sucks off the soft gooey parts from the insect up into their mouths. And then they leave the hard. Remember that insects have an exoskeleton, a hard part? They leave that part. They don't want that part. Some very big spiders eat lizards and birds and frogs. So let's think about that. Here's a poor little caterpillar. Our poor little caterpillar. So the spider came along, stuck his fangs in him, put his poison in him, and then the insides turned all gooey and yucky, and then that spider slurped up the insides. That's weird. But what eats spiders? Hunting wasps jump on spiders, and then they carry them back to the tunnel in the ground. The spiders can't move. And then the babies, the wasp larvae, the wasp babies, eat the spider alive. Oh, that's weird. Birds, snakes, ants, and frogs also like to eat spiders. Spiders are sometimes even eaten by other spiders. That's weird. Where do they live? You can find spiders in parks or woodlands, gardens, even at your house. I know I've seen spiders at my house. Some live in holes between stones. Some live under leaves where it's damp. Some tiny spiders live in the fur of big animals. In hot countries, some spiders live in holes in the ground. Many spiders live in dark caves. Lots of different places. Let's see, how long do spiders live? Many spiders die when they're babies. Wah, wah, wah. Most adult spiders live for about 1 year. Sometimes the female spider eats the male spider. Ooh, so sometimes the girls eat the boys. Sorry. A tarantula is a big spider that lives in hot countries. Some people like to keep tarantulas as pets. Sometimes you can see those in pet stores. They can live for 20 years as a pet. 20 years. It's a lot longer than 1 year. What do spiders do? They do playing Xbox. No, I don't think so. Let's see. Spiders make webs, and they look for food. Most spiders build their webs early in the morning. Takes about an hour to make those webs. And then spiders like to rest in dark, quiet places. Here's a funnel web spider. Sometimes you'll see these on bushes. I see these sometimes on bushes or shrubs around. The funnel web spider lives under the ground. It makes a burrow where it can stay cool and damp. Then it spins silk to make the burrow nice and soft. So there he is. There's a spider in there. There's his little house. Turn the page. How are spiders special? Spiders have special hairs on their legs. The hairs move if an insect lands on their web. This tells a spider that food is coming. So think about that. An insect lands on a web, but their little hairs go, woo, and they know there's an insect there. Spiders are special because they can make strong silk. That's what their webs are made out of. The silk comes out of their spinnerets. So here's their abdomen, here's their bottom. And then they've got these little spinnerets here. And the silk, they make the silk comes out. It says it's like, almost like two little fingers here. And then the webbing comes out, the silk comes out. That's called a spinneret. Thinking about spiders, this spider is hiding on a flower. It has to change its color so it cannot be seen very well. Why do you think a spider would hide like that? What do you think that spider has to eat? So why would it hide? Why would it change color and hide? And what is it going to eat? And do you remember about how long does it take a spider to make a web? And how does that web help spiders? Okay, so think about those questions. Why does it change color and why would it hide? What does it have to eat? How long does it take to make a web? And what do they use the webs for? Why do they need those webs? You think about those, okay? Tell somebody at your house what you think about those answers to those questions might be. Okay, bye.